morning dear students, welcome to the history session. So in the last session we have started with our 12th lesson. If you remember the progression of the empire, in that we have started with the contribution made by our great Sardars, Maratha Sardars and their family. So in that we have already studied whose contribution we have seen. We have seen the Holkars of Indore, then the Bhosles of Nagpur, and then we are also seeing of the Shindes of Gwalior. Yes. So let us continue further on page number 54. Last para, pay attention. Due to the family feuds amongst the Peshwas, Raghunath Rao opted to go to the British camp. He wanted to become a Peshwa with the help of the British. If you remember in the previous lesson also, at the end I have, we have come across this point that Raghunath Rao first he was working for our Marathas, yes or no? He has helped the Marathas to expand the Maratha power, but then afterward he got greedy, he became greedy, and what greediness was, that greedy means kya? Lalach, okay? He got greediness about becoming the empire, and he wanted more and more empire, and he wanted to rule that empire. So due to that greediness, what happened? Was there a lalach buri bala? So due to that greediness, he went towards the Britishers. He shook his hands with the Britishers. So in the last lesson only, in the end, we have seen that. So now this Raghunath Rao, he opted to go to the British camp. He wanted to become a Peshwa with the help of British. It was not acceptable to the Maratha statesmen. But Raghunath Rao was our person, yes or no? So will our Marathas accept this fact? No. Our Marathas didn't like the fact that Raghunath Rao wanted to leave this and become he had shake hands with the Britishers. So this led to an inevitable conflict between the Marathas and the British. What do you mean by inevitable? Means unavoidable. Such situation happened that it was unavoidable. Marathas couldn't do anything when Raghunath Rao opted or shake hand with the Britishers. So that time the conflict or the dispute started between the Marathas and the British. The conflict between the two great powers, yes or no? Both the powers are great, even the Marathas and the British. Turn your page. The Marathas and the British would finally decide who the ruler of India would be. So now finally you have to decide. It would be decided in the near coming future that who will rule, whether the Maratha or the British, because both were powerful. So that was to be decided finally, that who will be the ruler of India. Obviously in the conflict, whoever will defeat another, whoever will win, that will be the ruler. So let us find out who won the battle. Let us see. From Mumbai, the British marched on the Marathas via Borghat. The Maratha army gathered under the leadership of Maharji Shinde. Now what happened? Even the British started marching towards the Marathas. Wherever the Marathas were there, at that place, they started marching towards the Marathas via which place? Via Borghat. Okay. Then the Maratha army also gathered under the leadership of whom? Maharji Shinde. That time who was the leader of our Marathas? Maharji Shinde. The Marathas blocked the supply of food grains to the British using guerrilla tactics. So first thing what Marathas did, they stopped the supplies of food grains to the Britishers, and they also started using guerrilla tactics. Both the armies means whose? Marathas and British. Both the armies met at which place? At Vadgaon. What is Vadgaon? On today's Pune-Mumbai road. Vadgaon is now presently present where? Which place it is? On Pune-Mumbai road. So that time it was at Vadgaon. The British were defeated in this battle and were forced to surrender the custody of Raghunath Rao to the Marathas. So that time when these two armies met and then battle happened, then who was defeated? Britishers were defeated, and as a result, our Raghunath Rao they had to surrender and give back our Raghunath Rao, and we got back Raghunath Rao, our Maratha Sardar. Okay. So we got the custody of Raghunath Rao. So then after that, Delhi was under Maratha control till 1803 CE. So we have defeated that time, okay, Britishers. So we had our rule over Delhi up till which period? 1803. When we note that the British conquered India after battling with the Marathas, we understand the importance of Maharji's achievements. So if you truly want to know the achievements made by our great Mahatma Shinde, we can just understand by the fact that in the battle between Britishers and Marathas, we have defeated the Britishers. Yes or no? From that thing only we can understand that Mahatma had achieved a great success in defeating the Britishers. But now see, that success didn't remain for a longer time. Let us study further. After setting in order the affairs of Delhi, Mahatma came to Pune. So everything was in disorder, yes or no? As the conflicts were going on between the Britishers and the Marathas, everything was in disorder. So after we defeated the Britishers, then Mahatma Shinde, what he did, he put all the things, all the affairs of the country, whatever is needed for the administration work, he put all those subjects in order. So everything was put in order, and then after that he came to Pune. Mahatma went to Pune. He died at Vanavadi near Pune, where a memorial is built to him. You can see that picture, Shinde Chhatri Vanavadi Pune. That is built in the memorial of our great Mahatma Shinde. And at which place it is? It is at Vanavadi in Pune. Okay, Vanavadi is a place in Pune. So this way Mahatma Shinde, our great army or Maratha Sardar, he had lost, and in his memory there was a memorial built in his, and it was at Vanavadi near Pune. Like the Shindes, the Holkars and the Bhosles, some other prominent Maratha Sardars also rendered noteworthy service to the Maratha Raj. So not only these three peoples we have learned now, only they have only not contributed, but there are many other prominent Sardars who have contributed to our Marathas Raj. Okay. So there are many that their work or their contribution was really noteworthy, means worth noticeable. Okay, so they have also contributed. The navy raised by Shivaji Maharaj was strengthened by Kanoji Angre and his son Tulaji. So Shivaji Maharaj has raised one navy, he has established one navy. So that was further, now Shivaji Maharaj was not alive, yes or no, he was dead. So after him, the work of strengthening that navy, keeping it, keeping intact their power of the military, of the navy people, that work was done by whom? By Kanoji Angre and his son Tulaji. With this strong navy, they contained the naval powers of the Portuguese, the British and the Siddhis. What do you mean by contained? Contained means for hold back. पकड़ के रखना, यानी लगाम पकड़ के रखना, or give them a restraint over them. So that is called. So this way our strengthening navy power, they hold back the naval powers of which people? Portuguese, British and the Siddhis. They defended the coastline of the Maratha state. They means what? Our naval power, okay? Our naval power, which was raised by Kanoji Angre and his son Tulaji, they didn't even defended these all, but they even defended means what? Safeguard, protect. Okay, our coastline that was endangered in that time. So that coastline was also protected or safeguarded by this naval army, okay, of the Maratha state. So this was the work of the naval army. Then Khanderao Dhabade and his son Trimbak Rao laid the foundation of Maratha power in Gujarat. Now another person, who is he? Khanderao Dhabade. Now here onwards there are names of the persons and what work they have done. So you have to remember them, okay? So in very short they have given what work they have done. So please pay attention towards their names and their work. Khanderao Dhabade and his son Trimbak Rao laid the foundation of Maratha power in Gujarat. So in Gujarat state, the foundation or the emergence of Maratha power, the base of Maratha power was laid by whom? Khanderao Dhabade, okay, and his son Trimbak Rao. After the death of Khanderao, his wife Umabai routed the Mughal Sardar of Ahmedabad. Then which route after the death of Khanderao? His wife. She then took up the charge and she routed the Mughal Sardar of Ahmedabad. She went behind, she carried the route towards the Ahmedabad so that they can establish or she can expand the Maratha power over there. She conquered the fort there. So उसने पीछा किया, okay? She went behind the Sardar, Mughal Sardar of Ahmedabad, and then finally she conquered the fort over there. Okay. Later, the Gaikwads made Vadodara in Gujarat a seat of their power. So next place was where we established our Maratha power, Vadodara in Gujarat. Okay, and who established power there? Gaikwads. The Pawars of Dhar and Devas in Madhya Pradesh rendered valuable assistance to the Shindes and the Holkars in expanding the Maratha power in the north. So these are the Pawars, Pawars of Dhar. Which place? Dhar is a place and name is Pawars. Okay, Pawars of Dhar and Devas in Madhya Pradesh. They also gave valuable contribution. They helped Shindes and Holkars in the work of expanding the Maratha power, especially in which area? In the northern area. Okay, so these people has also helped our Shindes and Holkars. Then the Maratha state was in disarray after the death of Peshwa Madhav Rao. What do you mean by disarray? Disarray means disorder. If something is not good, then everything is shuffled, everything becomes shabby, everything becomes a chaos, everything becomes disorder, there is nothing in the order. Okay, so that way after the death of the Peshwa Madhav Rao, in the kingdom, in the country, everywhere there was disorder. Okay, so Nana Fadnavis, the famous administrator of the Peshwas and a Maratha statesman, set right the affairs of the state with the help of Maharji. So at that time Peshwa Madhav Rao died. So after that everything was in disorder. But then who again brought it in the order? Which people? Nana Fadnavis. Okay, he was a very famous administrator. Administrator means a person who runs the country. Okay, who looks after the smooth running of the country is called as the administrator. So that time Nana Fadnavis, he was the good administrator. He was very famous, and he, with him also there were some Maratha statesmen who set right, means who put in order all the affairs of the country. Okay, so this way they helped who? They helped Maharji Shinde. That time who was the Peshwa? Maharji Shinde. So everything was put in order. While Maharji was busy restoring the Maratha supremacy in the north, Nana managed the affairs of the south. So see how they worked together. While one Maharji Shinde was looking after the north sector or north area, he was engaged in all the activities relating or maintaining supremacy in the northern area. By that time in the southern area, who was paying attention? Who was paying attention? No, Nana, yes. Maharji was in the north and Nana Fadnavis was paying attention in the south. Okay. In this, he was helped. Now, who other people helped him? In this, he was helped by the Patwardhans, Haripant Phadke, the Rastes and other Sardars. So, these many people have also helped Nana Fadnavis when he was, settling the affairs of the south and maintaining supremacy of the Marathas in the south. The Holkars of Indore, the Bhosles of Nagpur. Okay, I'll just stop and continue in the next video.